Since ancient times, people have reported encounters with mystical creatures. However, to believe in their existence, a person often needs to see it with their own eyes. Two friends in Montana were horrified when what looked like a man suddenly dropped to all fours and started crawling towards them, making creepy sounds. This horror scene was captured on camera on the edge of Browning. Meanwhile, at a quiet lake, a vacationer recorded a stone that bizarrely began to move on its own, baffling even scientists. What if we're not alone? Let us reveal the chilling truth behind these mysterious encounters. Encounters at the edge, unbelievable creatures caught on camera. At first, it looked like a man struggling to stand. They called out to him, wanting to help. But then, the figure started making eerie sounds, dropped to all fours, and began crawling towards them. What was really strange was how it looked, a small head and long arms. As it got closer to their car, the friends quickly decided to drive away, scared for their safety. On a peaceful vacation by a lake, another person saw something odd. On the ground, they found what seemed like a smooth stone. But then, it moved. Captured on film, this stone-like object had 4 leg-like parts. When they picked it up, they saw it had a smooth underbelly, making them rethink what they saw. Even biologists are confused by this footage, unsure if it's a new animal species or something from another world. In a quiet forest, a home's surveillance camera caught something eerie. A blurry, see-through creature moved on all fours, came close to the camera, and then quickly vanished back into the trees. Its fast movements and see-through appearance leave many questions about what it is and where it came from, keeping experts and viewers guessing. But this wasn't the worst part. In Ohio, 2022 brought an even more surprising discovery. A surveillance camera captured a creature that looked like a giant lizard with a long tail, moving in a way that seemed almost mechanical. After the footage came out, similar sightings started appearing online. It made people wonder if this creature was used to humans or if it was just a clever hoax. In the swamps of Florida, a group of friends heard a mysterious roar and decided to investigate. They found a huge creature, bear-like in size, with black and white fur. When it turned to look at them, they filmed it, filled with both fear and awe. The encounter left them wondering what really hides in the shadows of our world. Each of these encounters, caught on camera and shared, continues to spark curiosity and intrigue. They draw us deeper into the mysteries of our planet's hidden inhabitants. In a surprising encounter caught on video, a huge, angry creature was about to attack. But the thick swamp slowed it down, giving the scared people a chance to run away. People are guessing what the creature might be. Some think it could be a forest spirit or some other strange being, but no one really knows for sure. In another strange video, a man is walking across a street at a crosswalk. Out of nowhere, something invisible knocks him to the ground. Amazingly, he gets up, goes back to where he was, and gets thrown down again. A woman nearby sees this and looks really shocked. The video doesn't seem fake, leaving viewers to wonder if the man is a skilled actor or if there's something weird about that spot on the road. In a different story, some parents put a camera over their baby's crib to watch their child at night. One evening, they saw a glowing, see-through object floating above the crib. Scared, they ran to the room but found nothing unusual. When the video was shared online, many people came up with theories, from protective spirits to aliens, making viewers both scared and curious. Strange events stir the air as new mysteries unfold. Encounters with the mythical and the mysterious. Elsewhere, a group of teenagers exploring a forest saw a strange creature near a tree. It was small, stocky, had short limbs and long ears, and it charged at them. Terrified, the teenagers thought they had seen an elf, which didn't match the usual idea of graceful elves. In a suburban backyard, a homeowner said they filmed a real gnome. The short creature with facial hair and a pointed hat quickly disappeared into the bushes. Another sighting during the day gave clearer footage. suggesting these mystical beings might really like living near humans. A surveillance video from a small town in Mexico showed another creepy creature. It looked like a mix of different monsters, even scaring a local dog away. People online debated what it was, with many thinking it was a Lona, a mythical dwarf witch turned into a long-limbed, hairy creature by ancient magic. But this wasn't the worst part. Each video adds to the mystery and fear, making people wonder about the creatures that might be hiding just out of sight. The authors of the video were driving home late at night, enjoying a quiet ride when they saw something unusual. A creature, fast as the wind, started chasing their car. They sped up to escape, nearly reaching the car's top speed. They were left wondering who or what wanted to catch them so badly. In the video, the creature looked human-like, with pale skin and glowing eyes. Its facial expression showed it was on the attack, but it seemed surprised that the car was faster. This made them curious about what the creature was and why it was chasing them. The creature reminded them of stories about the Yeti, a legendary beast said to live in remote, high-altitude places where few people go. Even though these stories exist, there are few sightings, like one in Dale, Cambria County, Pennsylvania. The person who filmed this mentioned hearing strange howls from the forest, which made him investigate. With a camera, he entered the woods and saw a large, furry creature hiding behind the trees. Startled by his presence, it quickly disappeared into the woods, leading some to wonder if he had filmed a real Yeti. But that wasn't the worst part. Another video showed a creature straight out of a nightmare. It was huge, moved on all fours, had long, horn-like structures on its head, and its eyes glowed bright red. The person who filmed this said he met the creature in an abandoned house deep in the woods. It was a scary sight, but the creature didn't attack. Some skeptics think the video might be fake, suggesting the monster could just be a person with flashlights. Imagine the terror of encountering a venomous snake, and now picture seeing one with two heads. That was the reality for the creator of another unsettling video, who found such a snake in the desert. This strange occurrence is usually due to a genetic mutation or an error during the development of twin embryos, similar to rare cases in humans. In a different situation, a man walking on the beach early one morning discovered a strange creature that looked like a mix between a starfish and an octopus. Its dark gray body had no head, but it had 10 legs, each covered in numerous squirming tentacles. Unsure of what he had found, he posted the video online. Other users identified it as a spotted sea star, although it was unusual for it to have 10 legs instead of the usual 5. In the anime film Howl's Moving Castle, there's a fire demon named Calcifer, who joins the main character on his adventures. Interestingly, there's a real-life video that reminds viewers of Calcifer. This video shows a small flame that seems to defy physics, moving and swirling as if guided by an unseen force. Some people think this could be a rare natural event, while others believe it might be a fire spirit. More shadows appear, deepening the puzzle. Are dinosaurs among us? But the story doesn't end there. In another video, there's a mysterious figure moving under a bridge. It appears unaffected by gravity, and its details are hard to make out in the dim evening light. However, its movements are clearly not human. This leaves viewers wondering about the existence of such strange beings. Another video adds to the mystery. It shows a woman in a red t-shirt waiting at a pedestrian crossing. Suddenly, her legs start to stretch and bend in a very unnatural way. Many people think it's just clever video editing, but the person who filmed it insists it's real. In the same video, there's also a creature next to a car that begins to transform, eventually turning into a rabbit. These shape-shifting beings raise many questions about what might be real. But this isn't the strangest part. In another video, there are tiny dinosaurs running through a forest. These creatures look like small brachiosaurs, making some people think that dinosaurs might still be alive. However, when the video is played in reverse, it becomes clear that the creatures are just monkeys. This revelation makes most viewers doubt the video's initial claim. In northern Chile, another video suggests that aliens might be living in caves and changing their appearance. The footage shows a creature that looks part goat and part human, baring its teeth aggressively. This leads to speculations. Is it just a goat, a mythical creature like a werewolf, or an alien with the ability to transform? Lastly, there's a chilling video from a camper who finds a hut made from branches while searching for a missing friend in the forest. Inside the hut, he discovers his friend, terrified and strangely changed, with multiple arms and legs. This eerie scene makes viewers think about the possibility of unknown creatures and the reality of such transformations. Each of these videos, though open to different interpretations, challenges us to think about the limits of our world and the potential for extraordinary events. But the most surprising part is yet to come. In a scary incident caught on video, an author tried to free his friend who was tied up with rope inside a hut. While he was untying the knots, a terrifying creature, just like one in a previous photo, appeared nearby. The friends ran back to their group and escaped unharmed. In another interesting video, people talked about teleportation, suggesting it could let you travel anywhere instantly. It sounds unbelievable, but the video shows a woman who seems to vanish on camera. Even after watching it many times, it's hard to tell if she really teleported or if it was just a trick of the light. But this wasn't the most confusing part. In 2006, during a TV interview with Scarlett Johansson, a brunette woman walked past in the background and suddenly disappeared. The man following her stayed visible. Viewers were left puzzled by this strange event. On the other side of the world in Indonesia, a farmer found a strange creature. Its front looked like a normal moth, but its long body and hairy legs seemed more sinister. Initially feared to be a monster, it was later identified as a Creatonotus gangus moth. These moths have an organ to attract mates, explaining their odd appearance. The mysteries continue at home. A video of a stray dog showed it standing still, then suddenly vanishing, only to reappear on the other side of a fence. This footage led to debates about supernatural or alien explanations, though some thought it could be a camera glitch. Each new story is creepier than the last. Whispers in the Night, America's Haunted Cemeteries Exposed the Appellation. Cemeteries, known for ghost stories, have their own eerie sightings. One skeptic filmed his nighttime visit to a cemetery and saw a creepy figure moving on all fours. His encounter added to other reports of this ghostly figure seen day and night. Even bedrooms aren't safe from strange occurrences. A man in Florida, troubled by nightmares, checked his bedroom surveillance footage. To his horror, he saw an alien-like figure creeping around his room. Another person woke up to strange noises and saw a monstrous, fur-covered creature by his bed, which then disappeared under it. These unsettling stories make many people wary of the dark, wondering what might be hiding in the corners of their homes. In a quiet town near the Appalachian Mountains in the USA, something strange happened late one night that had everyone talking for days. A man was woken up by a knock at his door. When he looked through the peephole, he saw what looked like a small boy. Concerned, he opened the door, but no one was there. Curious, he checked his home's surveillance footage and was shocked by what he found. The camera didn't show a boy, but a creepy figure with long limbs, pale skin, and glowing eyes. This figure was seen sneaking around parked cars, staying out of sight. In another part of the world, a farmer in India near Basur found a very unusual turtle. It was bright yellow, with skin and a shell almost see-through. The farmer took the turtle home, and soon, biologists and wildlife fans were very interested. They thought the turtle's strange color might be due to albinism, a rare condition usually making animals white. But in this case, it made the turtle yellow. This was only the second time such a turtle had been found, with the first one discovered in Pakistan. But this wasn't the scariest part. Another person had a frightening experience when he reviewed footage from a camera in his backyard. The camera was pointed at his shed and caught a strange creature that appeared briefly before disappearing. The homeowner, who was sure his property was secure, was alarmed and puzzled by this visitor. He shared the footage online, causing a lot of speculation from ghost sightings to alien theories, but no clear answer was found. Then there was a man who came back from vacation to a disgusting surprise in his bedroom. He found a creature that looked like a giant insect with tentacles, pulsing as it clung to his wall. He posted a video of this creepy encounter but didn't say how he got rid of it, leading one commenter to joke about burning down the house to make sure it was gone. Animals sometimes sense things we can't. In one case, a dog named Shiloh became very upset, barking at something her owner couldn't see. The surveillance video showed Shiloh barking at a faint, ghost-like figure in the room. The owner thought it might be the spirit of a deceased pet coming back to visit. And in 2011, two teenagers decided to explore an abandoned farm, filming their adventure. While they were there, they heard a chilling scream. It was a sound they had never heard before. As they continued exploring, they saw a horrifying sight. A creature with a pale, distorted face and small, piercing eyes screamed at them, making them run away in terror. They thought they might have seen something otherworldly, but they never found out what it was. The journey deepens into unexplored mysteries. The mysterious creatures of modern folklore. Another farmer in India, looking for a lost sheep at night, used a night vision camera. His footage captured something local folklore often talked about but rarely seen, adding another layer of mystery to the night's events. In the middle of the forest, a man searched endlessly for his lost sheep, walking through the thick bushes. As the daylight started to fade, he noticed something moving among the trees. Suddenly, a flashlight beam lit up the scene, showing a scary sight, a creature sitting on a branch. This being was completely naked, with very long arms, a shiny bald head, and eyes that glowed brightly in the dark. It jumped toward the man in a threatening way. He barely escaped, running back to safety. In the coastal town of Valparaiso, Chile, during 2020, something strange caught the world's attention. Surveillance cameras captured footage of glowing objects flying at high speeds, easily passing through walls. Experts were confused. Some scientists thought it might be a natural phenomenon we hadn't discovered yet. Others believed it could be something more mysterious. Some even suggested that these objects might be advanced surveillance tools from alien civilizations, secretly watching our planet. In another scary incident, a couple was bothered by strange noises at their home every night. They set up a camera, thinking they would catch raccoons. But the footage showed something far more frightening, a grotesque creature causing the chaos. They were shocked. Despite talking to experts who suggested it might be a yeti or a werewolf, they couldn't figure out what the creature really was. After some time, the visit stopped, leaving many questions unanswered. One eerie night, a man heard strange sounds in his backyard. Armed with only a flashlight, he followed the noises to a rustling bush. There, he saw glowing eyes staring back at him. He managed to stay calm and back away, but the creature seemed to like his property. It temporarily stayed in his shed before disappearing a few days later. In 2022, something surprising happened. A man found what he thought was a strange snake with 4 tiny legs in his garden. He captured it on video and shared it online, which led to many comments from others who had seen similar creatures. It turned out to be a skink, a type of lizard that can have very different limb development. This showed the amazing variety in the skink species, from fully legged to completely limbless forms. It gave us a unique look at how certain reptiles have gradually lost their limbs over time. The Navajo Native American tribe is known for its strong traditions and rich cultural stories. One of the most famous figures in their folklore is the Skinwalker, a witch who can turn into any animal by wearing its skin. These witches are known for being cruel and love to scare people. You can often spot them by their strange, almost human-like actions, like walking on their hind legs just like humans. Interest in skinwalkers has grown, especially with the rise of internet videos claiming to show these creatures. One popular video from 2012 shows what looks like a dog crossing a road. But soon, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary dog. The creature has human-like features and moves on all fours in a strange way. Another chilling story shared online by a man named Ed tells of his car breaking down, forcing him to seek shelter in an abandoned house. Despite his hesitation, The freezing cold leaves him no choice. As he struggles with the locked door, it suddenly opens to reveal a horrifying figure straight out of a nightmare. The creature's silent, intense stare is broken by a terrifying roar, sending Ed running back to his car, scared out of his wits.